What's up, y'all? This is Marshall Lee of DonkeyJawProjects.com, and I make comics. And today I wanted to share something pretty cool with you. As an adult, you invariably might have kids. You might have a nephew or a niece, and if you're so into comics and you love it, and you see your nephews and nieces and kids drawing and how much they're into it, you might be interested in getting them into making comics. I know I am. I've shared comics with my nephews, and they're really into it, and I draw with them, and it's fun. It's fun to have them show me how to draw like Pokemons and Minecraft characters and stuff like that. And I show them a few things here and there, but mostly I just play with them and have fun. And now it's time to take it to the next step, because I see my nephew really getting into art a lot. And also I shared with him some kids comics, and he's really into that too. So I'm slowly but surely getting them into kind of getting them hooked on comics, which I think is awesome, because it's fun to share something like that with your nephew, niece, sons, daughters, things like that. And it's also, if you care about the medium, you want to get more kids into it anyways and get more readers. So anyways, right now it's Christmas time, but this goes for any time, because kids have birthdays and all different events. You might just want to do this out of the blue because you love your niece, nephew, son, daughter. You get them gifts and stuff. So I don't have a ton of money, but I wanted to do something. So I was looking on Amazon, and I found something really cool that I think is awesome for your young artist kid that you want to get a gift for, who's maybe into comics, maybe into manga comics, anime, stuff like that. And this is what I found. Check this out. Blank comic book notebook. Draw your own comics. And there's a lot of different books like on Amazon and stuff. I'm actually thinking of making one myself that is kind of more catered to the way I would like it if I was a kid, if I could, remembering and stuff. But it's blank comic book pages that they can draw in. There's like 150 of these pages or something. Let's see, does it say? It doesn't say, but there's, I think I remember it said something like 150 pages of where kids can do comics. There's a few different templates in here, kind of mix and match and stuff. Again, I would like to make one myself, because some like this layout, I'm not a huge fan of this layout, to be honest, but it's still fun for a young kid, getting into it, because like some of these, like this layout's pretty good right there. And then let's see, there's like these ones right here. These are pretty good too. So they can just draw in the boxes though. I mean, how much fun is that? That's so cool, right? And it was really cheap. So I'm thinking about making my own, but for now, I'd say go ahead and check that out. I think there might be time till Christmas, before Christmas. Still, it only took a few days for me to get it. And then this I found as well. It's a how to make comics for kids. My nephew happens to be around 8, so he's like 8 years old. So this is perfect for him. The comic, I learned how to make comics from Making Comics the Marvel Way. Another great, amazing book. I definitely want to get that for my nephew when he gets a little bit older, if he's still into this. But this one's more for younger kids. It's by Scholastic, called How to Make Awesome Comics by Neill Cameron. And it's almost like a fun exercise activity book that also teaches how to make comics at the same time. And I was looking through it, really cool stuff. Definitely worth it. And again, it wasn't very expensive. So these two books, I think they cost like 15 bucks altogether. So I will put a link in the description, an affiliate link. That also helps the channel. But also, if you know, you have somebody who's older and you want to help them out, there, like I said, there's making how to make comics the Marvel way. That to me is like my favorite one. I don't have it handy, I couldn't find it, but mine's all ratty and old. But there's that one, and it's really good, really great introduction. It actually is what taught me how to draw, like all even, because there's just good drawing lessons in there. Then there's this also, Making Comics by Scott McCloud. Again, a ratty old version, but it's just, this is a really great book that teaches how to make comics with comics, which is a pretty cool, and I think other people have done that since, but he kind of revolutionized that idea. It was pretty ingenious to do it that way. So there's that. There's a lot of other great, you know, how-to books that are really worth the money. But those are the ones that I'm more familiar with. But again, for the young kid, trying to get your young kid into comics, I think this is a great way to go. I know my nephew, I can't wait to see what he draws in this thing. And I was tempted to get one for myself too, just for fun. Oh, and last but not least, if you are into comics and you'd like to read some of the comics that I make, you can read some free ones and some paid ones over at donkeyjawprojects.com/comics. There will be a link in the description. And yeah, that's about it. That's all I wanted to share with you guys. Hopefully that's a helpful gift idea for a young kid, for who like a young artist, you know, and it doesn't matter if it's a boy or a girl. Girls and boys both love to draw, and they both love comics, you know, especially these manga these days. There's all kinds of different people reading them, and so yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this was helpful, and I will talk to you on the next video. Peace out.